Well, good evening, good evening, good evening. And as you can see, I am soloing it tonight. Unfortunately, Cindy got stuck uh, doing some late work stuff tonight. So it is just me, unfortunately. So hopefully everything goes pretty smooth. Um, she normally keeps me going and keeps me organized and highlights everything. But we're going to try and give this a shot. But I do want to welcome you all in to Ocean Travel Talk. We have an exciting program for you tonight. Welcome everybody, and we're going to quick check into the chat and see who all is here tonight. And we've got Sea Lake Journeys. Hey, Ocean Travel. They were the first ones in the chat. So welcome in, Robin and Chet. And we've got See the World. Welcome in. Good evening, everybody. Glad that you guys are here tonight. So welcome in, See the World. And yo, we've got Eddie in the house. Welcome in, Eddie. Glad you are here, buddy. Hope everything is going well with you and Alice. So welcome in. And we've got Darian, magnificent Germany with Darian. Welcome in, Darian. Glad you are here. I'm enjoying everyone's videos, really enjoying your lives, Darian, and I'm very intrigued on the next trip that you are doing to Germany. Sounds like a lot of fun. Very intrigued with that. And we've got the Z show in. Welcome, Z. Glad you are here. Hopefully everything is going well with you, and very proud of you, buddy. So hope everything is going good. We've got Sean and Alana. Welcome in, Down Under Cruisers. Welcome in, guys. Glad you are here. Good day. Are you at work? We've got Journey with the Gingers, Lori and Hannah, and maybe William, but welcome in, guys. Glad you are here tonight. We've got Bone Tired Travelers are in. Welcome in, guys. Glad you are here. And we've got the Moonlight Adventures, Josh, Chastity. Welcome in. Hope that you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful evening. We got everyone here from the East Coast. So I know that it's late for everyone. So glad that you guys are all here. And we've got SCT Adventures. We've got Greg and Felicia. Welcome in, guys. Glad that you are here tonight. They say, hello, beautiful people. Let's see. I'm just scrolling down. Try to get through to everybody. Make sure I don't miss anybody. Hey, we've got Bill with Warm Strong Adventures. Welcome in, Bill. Glad you are here. Excited for you've got a cruise coming up, don't you? And then obviously you've got one that they booked. I think you're going on the new Carnival Jubilee at Christmas time, which is really exciting. We're actually going on at the second sailing over New Year's, which we're really excited about. Antoinette is in. Antoinette at Fun, welcome in, friend. Glad you are here this evening. Welcome in. As I am checking everyone, glad that you all have come in. We've got Cruise Vet Adventures. Mike, welcome in. Glad you are here this evening. And we've got Andrew with Embarkation Nation. Hi, everyone. Glad you are here, Andrew. Hope you're having a wonderful evening also. And we've got Fearless Rambler, George. Glad you are here. Hope that you are having a wonderful evening, my friend. And we've got the Muster Drill is in. Greetings from Anthem of the Seas. Very, very cool. On a cruise and you came into our live. That is awesome. Awesome. Glad you are here. Hope that your cruise is going fantastic. We can't wait to try. We haven't been on a royal ship yet, but we definitely want to. And that hope that you are having a wonderful time. And just checking. And we got the better half of the Lugo gang. We got Alice in the house. Hi, Bruce, and everyone in the chat. Welcome in. Again, for everyone that's come in late, Cindy is having to work late, so she was not going to be able to make it tonight. So I apologize that you guys just have me, because she is the better half of this duel, and so but you got me, so it is what it is. And we've got Captain in the house, Captain Billy. Ahoy there, everybody! Ahoy there, Bruce Almighty. The captain's here. Yes, Bruce Almighty. Now I'm trying to see, because Eddie Lugo calls me Bruce Wayne, Batman, and now Bruce Almighty, which I love that show. That was an awesome movie with Jim Carrey. Just checking down, seeing everyone is talking to everybody, which is awesome. I absolutely love that when you guys are talking with each other. And we've got Danny D, the super supporter. Glad you are here, Danny. And I'm going to stop for a second. As you guys came in, I hope everyone is answering the poll. And the poll question for tonight, and it looks like we have 28 votes so far, is have you ever purchased travel insurance? And we've got 83% right now says yes, 14% says no, and 3% says I never saw the need. So, and I do want to kind of talk about it, because I recommend everyone get travel insurance, because you just never know when something may happen. You just never know when, excuse me, you just never know. And travel insurance covers more than just if you aren't able to make the cruise ship. There's, and for whatever reason, because of illness and stuff, if you're not able to make the cruise, it covers a whole lot more than that. It covers luggages, and if you're delays with your flights, with putting you up in hotels, a lot of different stuff if the airlines and that don't cover. So travel insurance covers a whole lot more than just if you miss that ship. So I recommend everybody to get it. But some people like to roll that dice, and some people, we've never needed it, but I do purchase it for us, and thankfully we've never really had to use it. And the one time that we did have issues with flights, airlines, which was Delta, took really good care of us, so we are very thankful for that. But anyway, just make sure you guys answer that, and we'll close that one out at the end. And Eddie, thank you for doing that, Eddie. I always forget to do that. It says everyone hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it if you guys would hit that like button. And we've got Kevin Tex Keller in the house. Says we are still back. Travel insurance. Take a little bit of time, but like Sea Lake Journey says, you need it till you don't need it till you need it, which is very, 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 very true. All right, it looks like we are down to the bottom right now. If I missed everybody, I apologize. Speak up and say, hey, you missed me, and 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 I will say hi, and I apologize for missing one. And then Mike says, yep, you just used the force. Yeah, well, hopefully that works good with you there, Mike. The first time I try to just go with the force is the time that I won't have any. So, and Billy says, I love to roll the dice. Never have had travel insurance. Knock on wood. Yeah, and you may never need it, and it really doesn't cost a whole lot, but until the first time that you say you do need it. So just my recommendation out there as a travel advisor is I always recommend my clients get that travel insurance if you can. So, and we got Laura from Huddle Adventures, and welcome in, Laura. Glad that you are here this evening. I'm glad that you have come in. And what's Greg say? You could have used the insurance when you lost your hat. Yes, Billy, when you lost your hat on that excursion, that could have been a claim for you. You could have used that insurance for that hat. So just think about that. All right, and I do have my notes here, so we're gonna try and use them. Also, I don't know how many of you know, but we do have a Facebook page Ocean Travel Cruise. So consider going over to Facebook if you do Facebook, if you have Facebook, and join the Ocean Travel Crew. We have a lot of fun over there, do a lot of postings. People are getting engaging and having a lot of fun. So consider joining Ocean Travel Crew, and also check out our Instagram page. And we love you to follow us. We're trying to post things. We do better when we're on a cruise ship, which we're going to be going on in a few weeks. But anyways, check 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 our Instagram out too at Ocean Travel. Would love you to follow us on Instagram also. All right. Well, the first thing I am going to quick talk about, we do have some guests in the house. But before we bring our guests up, and I'm going to talk about, so we have 2 group cruises coming up. One that we just booked, and one that we are going to be talking more about with our guests that are going to be coming up here. But the first one is that we're going to talk about is actually isn't for a couple more years. It's actually July 15th of 2025, and so we are going to play this one right now. All right, so we are going on the Carnival, or it's Carnival, yeah, right. We are going on the Norwegian Encore out of Seattle, round trip Seattle, on June 15th of 2025. Some other people that are going on it right now is Embarkation Nation and JNS Adventures, Cruising is Fun Anytime. And there are some other ones, and I know that Bill from Warm Strong Adventures is thinking about going. Eddie Lugo is thinking about going on it also, and so consider going on that cruise. And I'm quick going to put up here. So it's actually set up as an actual group cruise, and they didn't have any ocean views left, but these are our rates for I've got some interiors and balconies, and these are per person. I didn't put the per person on here, but the interior is $968 per person, and the balcony is $21.19 per person. Now you do get some amenities with that. They are individually picked, but some of the amenities you could get is a drink package, specialty dining packages, onboard credits, and each person cocktail party, different things like that, and each person will get to choose their own amenities of what they want. So if you are interested, contact me. My email address, and I'm going to put everything, here we go. It's scrolling down there at the bottom. Just contact me at Bruce at oceanoceantravel.com if you would like more information on this group cruise. It is going to be a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys check it out. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. It has a good itinerary, and so I think we're going to have a lot of fun. All right, well, we do have some special guests in the house. They are some superstars in the YouTube community, and so we are going to bring them up right now.
We're super.
And here they are. Yes. We have Lori and Hannah.
Hello.
With Journey with the Gingers. How are you guys doing tonight?
Well, we're much better now because apparently now we're superstars.
Don't you guys know that you guys are superstars? And yeah, everyone knows who Journey with the Gingers are. So welcome in. I'm glad that you guys are here.
Thank you so much.
So I do want to talk about, I do have a bunch of questions that I want to ask you. I'm not Walter Cronkite, but anyways, I do have some questions to ask you guys. But before that, we have another group cruise coming up, and Lori, you're going. Hannah, you're not going, correct, on the booze cruise?
I am babysitting the puppies.
You are babysitting, so it's going to be you and William, Lori, going
Yeah.
on this.
But
All right.
Hannah,
Well,
she's the one that named it.
Yeah, I'm going.
She came up with the name, the Booze Cruise.
Because my aesthetic is like creepy and scary. And so they were like, oh, we need a name for a Halloween cruise. I was like, Booze Cruise.
well, I think it's actually the perfect name for it. So it goes right along with it, the theme of a Halloween cruise. So it's awesome. So Lori, do you want to talk about it a little bit? What are your thoughts on it? What are you looking forward to with this cruise?
Well, I'm looking forward to meeting everybody. Some people that are going we have met, but not a lot. And I'm just looking forward to being with a bunch of friends and having a good week. I think we got a lot of fun activities planned, and I think it's going to be, it's just going to be a good bonding moment. And of course, it's a cruise. You can't go wrong with that.
Absolutely. And this is so it is going out of New Orleans, October 29th through November 5th. And so, there are a lot of people going. What do you know? Any official counts of where we are right now with how many people are going? Even close?
I don't have an official count. Eddie just put the link for the Facebook cruise, for the cruise. Thank you, Eddie. I don't have an official count. I know we're waiting for people to complete the survey. So if you are in the chat and you haven't completed the survey, it's on the Booze Cruise Facebook page. I think it's pinned to the top. So once we get everybody to fill that out, then we'll definitely have a better understanding of how many's going. The rumor, had I heard last, was 70, but I can't confirm or deny that. So I don't know.
Wow. That is absolutely fabulous. These are some of the race guys I actually went on today, and there's a special going on right now. So the rates have actually lowered a little bit. So these are the rates that we can get you on if you haven't booked yet. The interiors at $434 per person, ocean view at $554, balcony at $834, and suites at $1609. And there are cabins still available in all the categories. So just check out. You can check with Felicia with FCT Adventures or with myself, and there are other ones that are also doing it. Jeremy with JNS Adventures. All of us can help you and book you in that. And this is our itinerary. Mahogany, again, we're out of New Orleans, and we have Mahogany Bay, Grand Cayman, and Cozumel. Have you been to all of these ports, Lori?
What'd you say?
You haven't been to Mahogany.
I haven't been to Mahogany Bay. Oh. Hannah and I went to Grand Cayman a long time ago.
Is that Hell?
They have Hell over there on the island. Yeah,
there's a little town called Hell.
Yeah, and you can.
We weren't being funny. Like there's like this near Grand Cayman. There's a little town called Hell where they have like little volcanic like.
It smells like something's burning.
Yeah, like hot spots. Yeah. And there's like nothing lives there, so they call it Hell.
And the merchandise you can get from there is really funny.
It's like I've been to Hell and back.
I've been to Hell and back. Yeah. And you can mail a letter to somebody from Hell. So
very, very cool. That is awesome. That is awesome. So if you haven't booked it yet, we're gonna have a blast. And make sure, even if you don't know if you're going, join the Facebook page, the Booze Cruise Facebook page, and you can see all the fun. And there's a lot of communication going on there. And as we are getting closer to the cruise, that's where most of the information is going to get put out on, is on the Facebook page. And also, we have a Zoom call every month up until the cruise to kind of trying to be organized and putting things together and find out where we are on the planning of everything. And the next one is on February 19th at 1 p.m. Eastern, if I'm correct. That's right, Lori, right? Am I right?
I think so. Yeah, it's after Super Bowl Sunday.
And the link is actually on the Facebook page. So if you want to join that, feel free to come in, even if you haven't booked it yet, and join that that Zoom call.
Yeah, the Zoom call
All
is
right.
on the Facebook page as an event. It's on there as an
Okay.
event.
That's right. So very cool. So and I thought I saw some other people pop in here. So let me just quick go over to the chat. Yeah, we got Destination Fun is in. Welcome in. Glad you are here, Sherry. Glad you guys are in. We've got Cruising Scene is in. So welcome in, guys. James L. Cantonese has joined us. Welcome in, James. So yeah, it is going to be an absolute fun. I can't wait. I've been waiting to be able to meet so many people, and this is going to be the perfect opportunity. So cannot wait for that. All righty. Well, I've got questions for you guys.
Okay.
So
somebody
and the
Bruce,
first one
asked,
is what's that?
Somebody asked in the chat if you're going to record the Zoom call.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes. I'm going to record that one. Didn't record the last one, but I will record it and then post it after the fact, so everyone that did not get a chance will be able to watch that. And also, if anyone has questions for Lori or Hannah, just pop in question and then ask the question, so I will see it, and I'll try to keep looking over at the chat. So first things first, Hannah, you just took a trip to New York with your dad. How was that?
It was great, to the point that I want to go back really soon.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, like I'm trying to convince somebody to go back, within the next quarter of the year. But it was really great, and he got to experience things for the first time. And the coolest thing I would have to say we did was we went up to the crown of the Statue of Liberty, and it's over 350 steps or something like that from the bottom to the crown. But what made it a great experience was that my father, he was like, I'm glad I did it now because I'll probably never do it again.
The older he gets.
So he was like, I probably couldn't do that in a year or two. And then we went to go see some Broadway shows. He rated Statue of Liberty as #1. And surprisingly, he ranked Phantom of the Opera as his #2, which I was completely shocked about. And I cried at Phantom of the Opera.
Is that right?
Yeah, like for good reasons. Literally within the first 5 minutes, something happens and I just start crying. And I thought I was doing it discreetly, like out of happiness. And then my dad was like, "Oh no." I saw you cry.
He's probably like, "Are you okay?"
Oh wow. Was this your first time going to New York?
No, this is like my 4th time. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to try to make it a thing that I go at least once a year to New York. Broadway and like musicals and plays are a very big part of what make me happy. And so one of the biggest joys I experience is watching a show. So I always like have this itch to go back. So yeah.
Very, very cool. I've looked and I've seen a lot of the pictures that you had posted on your Facebook pages and everything. What was your one thing that, I mean, out of everything you did, probably and I know that you're going to be talking about it, so if on your guys' lives, so I don't want to ruin anything, but
I can talk about it.
Let me know if you don't want to answer it. But what was your favorite thing that you did on this trip?
I would have to say, I mean, the #1 and #2 are going to be the 2 Broadway shows that I saw, which is Phantom of the Opera and Book of Mormon. But for people who are not interested in Broadway, because those are always going to be my top rated things.
Yeah.
I would have to say walking the Brooklyn Bridge, taking, a taxi or Uber over to Brooklyn, spending your morning exploring Brooklyn, because I have to say Brooklyn is such a clean and quiet neighborhood. And I would love to stay in Brooklyn, but just hanging out in Brooklyn and then walking over the Brooklyn Bridge back to Manhattan, that was my favorite thing. Yeah. Brooklyn Bridge was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Was this the first time that you went up on the Statue of Liberty, or do you try and do that every time?
So they just opened the access to the Crown in October. Mom and I went to the pedestal.
Yeah.
The thing that the Statue of Liberty sits on. So we went back in September. So the Crown wasn't open, but Mom wouldn't have gone to the Crown.
I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But it's a narrow staircase too, and it's a spiral staircase. So
I literally had to. Thankfully, they like spaced it out. We didn't have anybody behind us, but I had a claustrophobic attack in there. I'm not gonna lie. This is the second time I've been to Statue of Liberty. First time going up to the Crown. I'll probably take a little break from the Statue of Liberty because it's a day-long thing.
Yeah,
like it's like a 9 to 5 thing, and it's very tiring.
Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island will take you all day.
Yeah.
Wow, very cool, awesome. So you've cruised. You've obviously do land vacations. What's your favorite? Do you like land vacations over cruising, or vice versa, or do you have a favorite?
This is where we're split.
My favorite is cruising. I just love cruising. I love being a little bit pampered, and I like waking up in a different port. But she has a different answer.
I'm the type of person that I need to stay in one place. I need to get my feet on the ground. I want to be able to create my own itinerary and stay there as long as possible. So land vacations is for me.
But you like cruising.
I love cruising. I have nothing against cruising, but I'm a control freak, and I want to create my own itinerary of what I want to do. So
where do you get that from?
You.
Very cool. Now, most of my other questions have to do with cruising.
Okay, that's fine.
She's done that too.
Yeah.
When did you guys start cruising? Let me start with you, Lori. When did you start cruising?
We started at the same time.
We started at the same time.
Oh, is that right? So when was that?
I was 7.
She was 7. Our first cruise, we were just, my husband was about to go to Iraq, and my father just kind of felt like all the ladies need to get together and just have a time together. It was just kind of a stressful moment. And so he paid for us to go to Disney for 4 days and on the Disney cruise for 3 days, which is a very nice gift.
The Wonder? What was it? What is it?
The Wonder, the Disney Wonder.
Yeah.
So our first cruise was a Disney cruise, and that was in 2002.
Yeah, it was November.
2002. Yep. We cruised together first time together.
Wow, Disney. So how was it going on a Disney cruise? Because you hear of Disney, and because we know that it costs an arm and a leg and a kidney and everything else to go on a Disney cruise.
We've never been on one after that.
Yeah, we never been on one after that.
It's like like this. As a kid, you couldn't get me out of like the kids club.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, like when they were like, Hannah, it's time for dinner. I was like, I don't want to eat, kind of situation. But, as somebody who is now an adult who did work at Disney, I worked at Disney World, I don't necessarily need to go back on a Disney cruise.
Yeah, I think there are people that are definite Disney cruise people, and there are people that are not. And it was very nice, and it was a beautiful gift, and I always appreciate it, but I wouldn't pay my own money to do that. That's very expensive.
Yeah. So how I know that you guys have your YouTube channel. You both cruise. How often do you guys cruise together?
Not very often. Before the shutdown, we cruised a little more often, I guess. But I cruise a lot.
Yeah.
And I take other people. Like William goes, of course, my husband goes with me. He went on the Encore to Alaska in August.
Nice.
And then my mother, who is 81 years old, and you'll see in our vlogs, her name is Mimi, and she's a trip. She loves to cruise too. So like in 10 days, I'm going back on the Sunshine in 10 days with my sister and my mother and some friends for my sister's birthday. And then I'm taking my mom on our first celebrity cruise in May for 9 days. So I kind of cruise with everybody. I'm kind of always the constant cruiser.
To put it in perspective, I know that like the pandemic happened, life happens.
Yeah.
But we went on the Sunshine, her and I together, in December of this year.
Mhm.
But before that, we were on the Magic in like June or July of 2019.
Yeah.
And before that, what was that, Alaska cruise?
Yeah, we did Alaska.
No, it was Elizabeth.
Oh yeah.
What was
Like
that?
Ecstasy or Elation, one of those.
Yeah, and that was like 2 years before that.
Yeah.
So it's like we cruise together, but it's not as often as a lot of other people.
And she does more land based, so.
Right. Yeah. But you both, besides your lives, you both do the creating with the YouTube channel, both do vlogs and everything like that.
Yes, I do. We're a team. I do a lot of course. If I'm by myself, if she's not with me on a trip, then I'm doing all the vlogging. Sometimes my husband will help out, but then when we're together, we share the love. But she does all the editing, and I do all the social media stuff.
As of right now, the videos are on a brief halt because my computer has decided to run out of space. I have no more storage to export, import anything, and my boyfriend is currently trying to figure that out.
You can tell she's frustrated. This was a problem. She was trying to get out another sunshine vlog today, and this was another technical issue that she keeps on having.
My external hard drive crashed 3 months ago, so.
Oh my goodness. So does your boyfriend ever go on the cruises with you?
We need to get him on one.
So he's not opposed to it. The only thing he's opposed to is going to Alaska because he thinks he's going to freeze to death.
He hates being cold. He thinks he's going to get cold.
Yeah. And we tried to explain to him, like, hey, Alaska in like June or July, it's going to be like your low maybe like 60 degrees. He's like, that's so cold. I'm like, you're pathetic. But I love him. Jarrell Jones, I love it. He's the love of my life. But we go on trips together. One of our earlier vlogs, he and I went to Asheville, North Carolina. That was a series. And then eventually, once we're out of our backlog of videos, you'll see him as we go to Las Vegas.
Yeah, we did Las Vegas. He went with all of us. We all went together.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about Jarrell is I don't think he's ever cruised before on a cruise. He's never been on a cruise, has he?
He's been on military boats. So he's never been on like a cruise line.
But the funny thing is, it's his job. He installs sound systems, and he has done installs of sound systems while they're in or repairs while they're in ports, but he's never gone cruising.
Is there a new Royal Caribbean ship called Icon of the Seas? He did the sound system for them last week.
Yeah, he's doing some sound system stuff for that.
So. Oh, he's doing installing the sound system for Icon?
Yeah, here he did it.
Oh, very, very cool. That's awesome. Let's quick pop over. Some more people have come in. We've got Boardman, aka Kenneth Oates, is in the house. Welcome in, Kenny. Glad that you are here and hope that you and Papa are doing well. And we got Cedric is in. Says, I bring you guys greetings from the Adventure of the Seas. Welcome in. And Ricky Ocean.
That's the same person.
Cedric is Ricky.
Hey, Ricky.
So he's both his Facebook pages. Okay. Well, welcome in.
Ricky's going to be with us on the Booze Cruise.
What's that?
Ricky's
he's going to be
on
the. That's right. He's going to be on the Booze Cruise. I can't wait to meet you. Awesome. Let's see. So you said you've been on NCL. You've been on Disney. How many cruise lines have you been on?
I've been on Royal Caribbean,
Norwegian,
Princess,
Carnival.
Thank you. He'll tell you. Disney, mostly Carnival. A lot more Carnival than anything.
And then you're going on the Celebrity.
We've been on Norwegian. I've been on Norwegian 3 times. Yeah. I'm going on Celebrity. Yeah.
So currently you've been on 5.
Okay. Then I'll have
May
6.
You'll be in 6.
Yeah.
And Hannah, Eddie says at the Brooklyn Bridge, it is.
Okay, Eddie, I will have to say this. I'm very impressed with Brooklyn. Brooklyn is a place that I would go back to over and over again. It was very nice. I love Brooklyn. Yeah.
And James Cantonese says, do they have handicapped cabins? Most of the cruise ships do. If you're asking about the Glory, it does have some. If you're still, because I think you're already booked on it, James. So, but yeah, you can contact one of us if you need help, and we can help you if you still are looking. Yeah, there are handicap ones still on there, and there's Eddie posted the Facebook page again for the Booze Cruise. Thank you, Eddie. Um, all right. So, out of all the ones you have, what's your favorite cruise line? Do you have one that you would, if you could only cruise on one? Do you have a favorite cruise line?
If I could only cruise on one, if I'm paying for it, it's going to be Carnival. I could get a lot more cruises in with Carnival. I really liked the service. Well, I like service on Carnival too. I really liked everything about Norwegian, especially the Encore, which I saw your group cruise. It was just top notch. But for affordability, Carnival, for the fact that Carnival is right now located, we have a ship in Charleston I can get on often, which I do. I mean, I like Carnival a lot. I loved Royal Caribbean too. So it really depends on who's traveling with me and how much I want to spend.
So I don't have as many options, but I was impressed with Princess Cruise Lines.
Yeah, she did like Princess.
It was very calm.
Yeah, Hannah doesn't like a lot of excitement.
I like going in for arts and crafts time and me be the youngest person there and us making macrame bracelets. I want to do that.
Hannah is a senior citizen in a 20-year-old body.
I tell you what, when we did our Alaska cruise, we did it on the Carnival Spirit, and they had an art class where you could learn how to do the whale's tail or do a whale's tail. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
I like crafts
Yeah,
class.
and Mimi did too. Mimi liked it too.
I went to every single one of them on that Princess cruise line.
So I take it Princess is your favorite cruise line?
I would just say I had no expectations for them going in because I didn't know much. And I was thoroughly impressed by like how clean it was, how nice everybody was. It was just very well run.
One of the neat things about the Princess, we were on the Ruby Princess to Alaska. This was years ago, but they brought on one of the first female.
Oh my gosh, I love that series. So they would, since we were in Alaska, Princess would bring on people to do seminars about like upcoming ports and things like that. And I'm a big like, oh, teach me, I want to learn things kind of person. So they did, people would talk about like different parts of nature, how the town was formed. But one of the people, it was for Skagway. She was the first woman to ever win the Iditarod dog sled race. And she came on and spoke about it. We got to meet one of her race dogs, and she was just really welcoming and really helpful, and I just was really impressed with Princess.
Yeah,
I liked it a lot. Neat. Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome. So do you, when you do go cruising, what about ports? Do you have a memorable port or a favorite port that you've been to?
I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
My favorite is, so if you go to St. Kitts is actually two islands that make up one country. It's St. Kitts and Nevis. And if you can take a day trip from St. Kitts, just take a little like boat and charter out to Nevis. Nevis is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. The locals are so lovely there. We wanted to go to Nevis because that's where Alexander Hamilton was born, and they have the building where he was born that's now like a municipal building and things like that. But they showed us like the schools, like the different like government buildings, their beaches, like restaurants, things like that. And I was just very impressed with how beautiful and like very local Nevis is.
We were on the Carnival of Magic, and it was actually a excursion through Carnival. So and the host or the tour guide, his name was Cookie. He was fantastic. He was probably one of the best ones, and he loves his island, which it was really nice.
So Nevis / St. Kitts is mine. What's yours?
Cool.
I'm not sure if it's because it was the port or if it was because of the excursion. I think it's because of the excursion more than the port. But we did an excursion in Belize.
Yep.
That was amazing. We started off on a riverboat.
You saw the manatees.
And it was like it was a very narrow river, and we went down and there were manatees just bobbing on the water and monkeys swinging from the trees. They took us to this
Black Lotus.
Yeah, it was a hotel, like
It was
a hotel on the river called the Black Lotus, and they said a lot of people there, like authors that want to write a book, that want silence, they go there to have quiet time there. But they served us lunch there. It was delicious. Then we got on
a Black Orchid. Is it Black Orchid? It's black something. It's black either orchid or
I think
lotus.
it was Black Orchid.
Yeah.
Hotel, and then we took a bus to the
I ain't saying, I'm not mispronouncing it.
It was Mayan ruins, but we're not gonna say what it was because I don't want to say the name wrong. I mean, it was just a full day of really experiencing the culture and just seeing so much in one excursion. So it was nice.
Very cool. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So when did you guys start your YouTube channel?
March 2019. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to think about that.
What was our first trip? Your first? It was you.
It was a daddy-daughter trip.
It was a daddy-daughter trip to Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Yep. That was the first one. And we were traveling a lot together anyway as a family. And we honestly, Hannah used to say, because when you bring Mimi into the mix and my dad and William and Hannah, it's almost, Hannah used to say, sometimes they should make a television show about our family.
We have none of us have filters.
None of us have filters, and the stuff that comes in our mouth sometimes really funny.
You ever see our live streams? I'm so sorry.
You don't know what she's going to say on her. She's being very calm here.
I'm not going to lie. I just woke up from a nap, and I am refreshed.
She did. She took a nap. But, I didn't know what the question was.
When did we start YouTube?
Yeah, in March of 2019. But we decided that we would just start. She's a communications major. She's all into videography and all that. So we just decided, why not? Let's document it. And it's really
the reason why we wanted to do it was because we took a trip to New York City in September of 2018.
Yeah,
we had a lot of good, helpful tips for people planning a really like jam-packed itinerary and planning it well and saving money. And then after that trip, we had this conversation of we should probably do a YouTube channel to help people out.
Yeah. So mainly to show, also to capture the memories, because my mother is 81 and I just love being able to go back and look at videos of her, and she's a trip. But also, it really was never about monetization or anything like that. We just wanted to capture the memories and share tips and everything with everybody.
Yeah, help people. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Has your mom ever gone on a cruise with you guys?
Oh yeah.
She in her room with her on the Magic.
I had to run and get this lady her bingo blotter because she left it in the room. She couldn't pay $2 to get her own bingo blotter. Yeah, like there's just different stories about that. You went on the Escape with her. You're going on the Sunshine with her, and then you're going on that celebrity cruise with her. So yes, Mimi is not deprived of cruises. I can tell you that.
Before my father passed suddenly 7 years ago. Almost 8 years ago. Mm-hmm. And before he passed, they were traveling all the time. So I didn't want her to miss out on that. So that's why we really like to include her as much as we can.
I have snow globes from everywhere because of them.
They used to, when they traveled, I mean, they went everywhere, Russia, New Zealand, everywhere. And they would bring her back a snow globe every time they traveled. So she has a full snow globe collection from all the different countries they visited, which is nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then you guys have your lives. When did you start doing your lives and talk about them? When are they and everything?
It was June of 2020. It was a cruise-a-thon because of Blaine.
You want to tell?
No, I'm just telling you.
You want me to say?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm like the historian back here.
Well, back during the shutdown, Blaine Rayleigh from Rayleigh Creative Travel decided that he would he kind of started organizing what were called cruise-a-thons, where people just that were not be able to cruise can all kind of have these live streams where they could just talk about what they look forward to with cruising, what they miss about cruising, just to kind of keep the love of cruising out there and get everybody some. Honestly, if you're vlogging about cruising and cruising shut down, what you're going to vlog about? So he was trying to help everybody get some watch time on their channels and everything. It was a great thing. And that's really how we all started bonding in this YouTube community, I think, is the cruise-a-thons. So Blaine reached out to us and said, hey, y'all want to go live on the cruise-a-thon? We were scared to death. I said, oh, because we were just doing videos at that time. We're like, okay, we'll try it. And so then we tried it, and then we went like every other week for a while, and then we decided to do it weekly when we can when we're not traveling. So,
and we just haven't stopped.
Yeah,
the only time we stop is like if somebody's sick or
if we're on a trip.
Or if we're on a trip. Yeah, but we've never stopped.
Yeah, we enjoy it, and we just love the people that come in and support us and get to chat with them.
Absolutely. You know, that's one thing that I really have enjoyed is this is such a family community is what I consider it. And I have a lot more friends on YouTube than I do in around here. The YouTube is my family and friends for the most part. Is it's who I talk to most because people are having lives every day. You pop into them, you're chatting, and it really has become a family to me, and I absolutely love this YouTube community.
And it's funny because we met a large amount of our YouTube family in Helen, Georgia last year in March. And when you meet them, it's just like they don't look like they're not strangers. You're like, hey, it's like you just saw them yesterday. I mean, it doesn't feel weird to meet them because you feel like you've been talking to them for over a couple of years. What?
Yeah.
I just remember being like, oh gosh, here they are. What do I do? They're actually in front of me now.
You were nervous.
I was like, I had to go say, hey, what do I do?
Yeah. And then we cruised with Felicia and Greg from SCT Adventures in December. She and I did. And Jonathan Bailey and his wife from the Photog Experience, and that was fun. And Greg and Felicia, I mean, I tell William all the time, I said, if they were in this town, we would be hanging out with them all the time. They're just so fun.
My dad, who literally does not watch YouTube, I called him the other night, and he was like, I can't talk right now. I was like, why can you not talk right now? He was like, Greg and Felicia are on the TV.
He's obsessed with Greg and Felicia.
Yeah. Greg and Felicia, they are wonderful. I try and hit their wind down every Friday night. They're a lot of fun, and I try and catch your guys' lives it's Thursday, correct?
Yeah, 7. Yeah,
and the Moonlight Adventures, and I hate to start mentioning because I'm going to miss somebody, and I try to catch everybody's lives. I can't do it every week. There are so many out there now, but you try to support. Yeah. And I'll do a lot of. I've become part of the hashtag Team Replay because I watch a lot of the ones after on the replays also. But it's a lot. I watch YouTube. YouTube is my TV. I don't really watch TV much. I love watching the videos. So it's a lot of fun. So what are your plans for your channel for 2023? Have you set any goals? Is there any plans you have that you want to let everyone know here?
Well, okay, my plan is to eventually get room on my computer so I can get all this footage off of it because I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 vacations that
she still has to do the ship tour for Norwegian Encore. She has to do all the vlogs for our first trip in New York.
Yep, all the vlogs from Las Vegas.
All the vlogs from Las Vegas.
Finish out Carnival Sunshine from December. Do the New York video, and then you have 3 cruises planned, 2 that you're going to vlog.
I'm not vlogging February's Carnival Sunshine.
I understand that. I said 3 and 2 you're going to vlog.
Yeah.
So, and then possibly 1 or 2 New York for me. So it's like we're going to continue doing what we're doing, but my goal is to get caught up because I'm tired of behind. I need to get all this footage off of me. It's so much pressure. I'm going to destroy these discs by accident.
I think we should tell Hannah she can't go back to New York until she has all the vlogs done.
Oh, rude.
Yeah, you're grounded. You're grounded to the house and the studio until you get everything put up. Very cool.
The thing is it's not my fault right now. I really can't do it.
Yeah, in the chat, Billy J and Darian were talking about. We met them in Helen last March, and Darian has another Helen meetup scheduled for this March. And William and I are
very cool. Yeah, I've been hearing about those, and my wife and I talked about. I wish we lived closer.
Yeah,
we'd love to go that because there's a couple meetups that you guys do. The Helen one, and then Branson, Missouri.
Yeah, I don't do that one. Yeah.
Branson, Missouri.
Yeah,
that's far.
Yeah. So we've heard about them though, and hopefully sometime we'll be able to do those. And then Billy says something else here. He says the Gingers had the pleasure to sit with the captain at the captain's table in Helen, Georgia.
I sat next to Billy J at the dinner that night.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, Billy J was to my right. You were to my left.
I just remember seeing how tall he was.
He is so tall.
And I was just like, yep, no, that's not what I thought you would be like.
And Blaine's tall too. And Darian is such a good host.
Lederhosen.
And his Lederhosen.
All right. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on. This has been an absolute blast, and I cannot wait for the booze cruise. Wish you were coming, Hannah, but I know that we have three dogs here that we got to find a babysitter for. So, but yeah, we'll drop them off. But thank you for coming on. This has been a lot of fun, and I love your guys' content you put out there when you do put it out. And so yeah, thank you very much for coming on. It's been a wonderful time, and you guys are awesome.
We appreciate you had us.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. Absolutely.
And you guys do put out a lot of great content.
We did meet Kenny also in Helen.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So well, thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Captain says Lori was next to me and Mimi was eyeing the food on my plate.
Mimi ate so much of that trip. It wasn't even funny. And Billy J always talks about like how much Mimi ate, and it's not an exaggeration.
Speaking of Blaine, he's here.
Hey, Blaine.
Hey, Blaine, welcome in, buddy. Glad that you made it in.
All good things.
Glad you made it in. Hope that you are doing well. All right. Well, thank you very much. Can you guys hold on for just a moment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to bounce you out for a second. All right, everybody. Well, I want to thank everyone. Thank Journey with the Gingers, Hannah and Lori, for coming on. The great content. Make sure you check out their channel. If you're not subscribed, go over, subscribe to them, watch their content. Great stuff. Check their Facebook pages out. They put out a lot of good stuff. So make sure that you check them out. I want to thank everyone. This was a solo day. Cindy wasn't able to make it, unfortunately, but she will be back hopefully next week and keep us going and everything, and make sure that we catch everyone in the chat. So thank you everyone for coming in. Make sure that you Danny with Griswold Family Vacay is coming up next. So make sure you go over to Griswold Family Vacay and hashtag Travel Crew Raid. Let them know that we sent you over there. Also, Nautical Nurse Nancy's on, so you can go over to her channel and again do hashtag Travel Crew Raid. Let her know we sent you her way. So thank you everyone for coming in. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Love you all and appreciate all of your support. And until next time, happy travels. We'll see you out there.